Yeah, Rick, Jennifer, Kentucky Secretary of State Michael Adams says turnout was only 13%, although much better turnout as anticipated for this fall's general election. But he says voters might have it all wrong. There's an interesting trend that's making primaries more important than ever.
After it set in, it was immense relief and then an overwhelming sense of gratitude.
Joshua Watkins was among the candidates celebrating their victories in Tuesday's primaries after he beat out two opponents in the Democratic primary for Kentucky House District 42. He'll replace Keturah Herron, who's running for state senate.
Affordability, want to do some things on health care. Definitely a large part of my district is talking about public safety and violence prevention and what that looks like and balancing that with building better relationships with law enforcement.
No Republicans are running against Watkins in the fall. Uncontested general election races are becoming more common, says Secretary of State Michael Adams.
I do think that over time the primary turnout is going to grow because increasingly who wins the primaries wins election in November automatically. You have fewer contested seats in November as the urban areas get more Democratic and the rural areas get more Republican.
Another example is Metro Council District 6. J.P. Leninger beat Kate Dittmeyer-Holm and incumbent Phil Baker in the Democratic primary. Baker was appointed to the seat in February 2023 and won a special election in November of last year, but Leninger beat him by nearly 500 votes.
And we asked people, what do you care about? What matters to you in District 6? What's the most important issues? And time and again, people talked about how the needs of the many aren't being listened to, aren't being taken care of, that our city government is mostly focused on wealthy donors.
Leninger will be on the ballot again in the fall, but has no Republican opponent. He says he does not plan on wasting time when he takes office in January.
The number one thing that I want to introduce early is I want to get the ball rolling to start talking about municipalization of LG&E. And there is specific state law that says that if we, as a municipality, vote and decide that we want to take public control and ownership of LG&E, then that's what's going to happen.
Now, of course, I reached out to LG&E for a comment on Leninger's proposal. In a statement, a spokesperson said they have not spoken with him, but the utility is committed, they said, to, quote, safe, reliable, affordable, and sustainable energy. I'm Mark Vanderoff, WLKY News.